What's going on there, guys? RCA Vlogs back with another video, and today we are going out and actually going to attempt what we went out location spotting for last week. So fingers crossed we're going to do some decent light painting. You'll actually see us working together and getting some bits and bobs done. And because I've already forgotten, we are joined by Christopher Verity Photography, link down in the description below. And with that said, let's crack on with the video. So tonight, while we're going out shooting, we'll be using the Canon 4000D crop sensor. Decent little camera for messing about with, especially when you're working with like pyrotechnics and stuff, which I'd say working with burning wire wool is, I suppose. I don't know, you guys let me know. Taking out a bunch of different lenses. So on the Canon is my 18 to 55 kit lens. Also going to be taking out the 28 to 80 mm. I don't know why I'm playing with it, but yeah. So that's the 28 to 80, and then the nifty 50, the lens that will get you out of all your trouble. And I can't do any kind of funky stuff with that for the video, but that is the kit we're running with tonight. We also are taking out two big Larrys. If you want one of these, I will put a description link below, because they are pretty funky. These are what we were using to light up the graffiti last week, so quite powerful and small enough just to slip into your kit bag like so. We've got plenty of batteries, plenty of memory cards, so let's jump in the car and go meet the boys, eh? Just had a message that the boys are outside, so let's go. So we have met up with the boys, just doing the usual, nipping into a shop, and then the night can go as planned, so let's get some munchies in it. Got the drinks, let's crack on and go on a trip in our favourite piece of shit, woo! On location, and as always, we've found somewhere nice and dark, so we can have a mess about with some different lighting techniques. And bloody hell! Yeah, that blinded me a bit. But yeah, lighting techniques, spinning. We're just going to set up now, and you can see the results as and when they happen. So, see you on the other end of this. So we're here setting up just outside the back of the car. Going to be shooting towards the darkness, so anything we do with the lights should pop a bit more. Chris has just very nicely set up a bit of a better light as well, so I can stand here and do this. And this side of my face will randomly light up because we've got Matt wandering round. But yeah, so shooting into the darkness. We're up at Stanner Estuary, mainly having a practice when I get back in touch. Shut up, you. Trying to get back in touch with some of the skills that we're no longer in touch with, because last week Chris was moaning that he didn't know how his didn't know where all of his quick release buttons and everything were anymore. I'll grass you in. So yeah, we're gonna crack on and keep your eyes peeled for what comes. Sorry I didn't get any of the footage from the last location. It was a bit too dark for the camera to pick up. So between the three of us, we have decided we're going to go and try and do some long exposure photography of like light trails and stuff. It gives us something else to try and get back into touch with. So now for a nice leisurely drive around the Blackpool area, and try and find somewhere we can set up camp pretty much. So hey ho, let's go.
If you're working in a dark location like where we were just then,
yeah,
you can't do a 10-second because you're going to catch fuck all.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get any of the surrounding area unless you fucking...
The main thing, I suppose, is not overusing the wire wall, you know, use less of it and
well,
short spin.
So what you can do is...
we need to combine a lot more things into one shot.
Yeah, go into like the city centre or something and just set up, shoot for the city centre, get your exposure right, maybe a little bit under even, because you can always bring it up afterwards, can't you?
Yeah.
Better to underexpose. And then what you do,
overexpose.
once you've got the scene set how everyone wants it, you then put someone in with a wire wall.
Yeah. Practicing somewhere like you've got
Rather
more time to perfect.
than shooting the wire wall and going, shit, we need to do it again. Because really, once you've done the wire wall, you're better off moving.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, we need to not spend as long in one spot getting spin after spin.
No, just
set up, sort,
move.
or even use a torch as a makeshift spin so we can get the settings right.
You don't even need to use the torch. All you need to do to get the settings right is get the actual, like I would say, work out what works for like a 10-15 second exposure or surroundings that you're in. Then maybe knock a bit of ISO off or make it a bit darker, help the f-stop, and put a spin in the middle of it and see how it goes. I think it'll work perfect.
This is pretty much what most of the nights of just driving around are. We'll go around, try and find locations, and then play with the locations. Try and do what we can. So in conclusion on what happened tonight is we didn't really shoot anything. It became more of a drive around and brainstorm, even more locations in mind now. So now it's another week until we go out and actually shoot, or it might be Saturday that we end up going out. So we'll find out, we'll see, because we mainly didn't shoot much because we forgot the wire wall spinning gear. So yeah, that's on us. But anyway, thanks for watching guys, remember to hit that subscribe button and I will see you next week.